I'm Dani, I'm the Naples Camp Bow Wow Behavior Buddies dog trainer, and today I'm going to be talking about loose leash walking and continuing my segment from last month. As you may recall, last month I talked about prong collars and choke collars and how they're not quite my favorite tool to use when teaching a dog to walk nicely on a leash because they cause pain and discomfort, and it's very difficult for your dog to learn if there's something causing them pain. This month I'm going to touch upon gentle leaders and halties, which are a fantastic alternative to prong collars and choke collars because they don't cause your dog any pain. They are, however, they do cause a little bit of discomfort in the beginning because it's a weird feeling for your dog. So a gentle leader and halti both kind of work on the same idea, and that idea actually traces back to horses, and you put a halter on a horse in order to lead them around. The idea being that wherever the horse's head goes, the rest of the horse will follow. The same idea was applied to dogs to create the gentle leader and halti. And what they do, and sometimes people mistake them for a muzzle, they go over your dog's nose and clip behind their head. And again, the same idea of wherever your dog goes, if you have control of your dog's head, the body will follow. And in addition, if your dog tries to pull, their head comes down, and it's very difficult to pull forward if their head is down. I've got two issues with them. In general, I think they're a fantastic tool to use, especially if you have a very large breed dog that is difficult to control. But you can't just slap it on your dog and expect to go on a nice, happy walk. It feels weird at first. You have to give them a chance to get used to it, which is easy enough to do, absolutely, but it takes some time. So it's not a magic tool in that you do have to get your dog used to the idea of wearing it. In addition to it being kind of a weird tool, a weird feeling, again, we fall into that same category as we did with the prong collars and choke collars, that once the tool is off, your dog goes right back to pulling. So again, we're not really teaching them anything other than teaching them that when the gentle leader or halti is on, that means it's difficult to pull. Again, remember that my favorite tool to use for loose leash walking is your dog's mind. Last month I told you that teaching them that pulling gets them nowhere, so they don't get to go sniff that rock over there. And if they loosen up on the leash and they give you some slack in the leash, then they get to go sniff that rock. In addition to that, your dog is not walking next to you because they don't want to. So we need to make them want to walk next to us. We need to make it so that walking next to us or not pulling on the leash is so much more fun than going to sniff that rock over there. Tune in next month. I am going to be talking about harnesses and flexi leads. Which harnesses I love for the small dogs, but again, they have their downfalls. You're going to start to see a trend here. So thanks for tuning in, and I look forward to talking to you next month.